Hello, you're through to Warpstone TV, and today I am going into a video of showing off my corpse grinder cult gang. I just wanted to show them off because I've used them recently, well not recently, fairly recently, before Christmas in Barefoot Miniatures channel, and I thought I best show them off so you get a better look at them instead of from the tabletop like you see in his videos. Shout out to him, he's a great channel, lovely work, lovely battle reports, it's brilliant. But I'm going into my gang just to show a breakdown of what basically I've got for most of my games that I play with the corpse grinders. I sort of stay the same, but I also like to throw in a few things. So I'll start with the leader. So the leader is Vaspixs the Blunt. He is my butcher. He's paired with he's got a paired heavy chain cleavers, smoke grenades, armored undersuit, skin blade, stim slug stash, and butcher's mask. And then his skill, normally I take rain of blows. But I do really like this guy. He's just always surprised anyone who comes into combat with him. As anyone else who's a corpse grinder cult player, you will see the butchers absolutely massacring anything they touch. So that is my leader. I really enjoy painting them as well. They just remind me of World Eaters or Corn Berserkers. They are obviously worshipping the god of suet and sinew, or whatever it is. I think it's suet and sinew. So now going on to my champions, I have Olarix the Coward. So it focuses. He has a rotary flensing saw, so basically he can throw it around his head and hit someone quite far away, 4 inches away. So that's pretty far in Necromunda, as it's versatile as well. So he doesn't have to actually be in combat with them. You just throw it and you basically hit him in combat. He's quite scary as well. Like, I think in one of the episodes of Barefoot Miniatures channel, I got an ogrin that was up the stairs, so the ogrin couldn't charge me because it would have to go round the stairs and it was too far for the ogrin, whereas this guy could just sit at the bottom of the stairs throwing his saw up and whacking him on the head. The next one is my newest champion, or cutter, and this is Jozad the Creature. He's got the corpse grinder cult icon, which was from the Forge World kit. The chains are from Dark Eldar. He's got a two-handed axe. This is probably like one of the worser weapons in Necromunda. It's not a good weapon. It's slow. It can hit quite hard for 2 damage plus 2 strength. But it is quite clumsy to use it. But I just love him. Why would you not use this massive axe in Necromunda? It would be so scary against anyone. Even if you put like an initiate Juve next to him, the axe is the size of the Juve. So he's claimed obviously a Imperial Fist from 40k or 30k, depending where you got it from. I might have just found it in Necromunda and put it on the banner, but he looks like the kind of guy who would slaughter them and eat the giblets. So next I have a few skinners which can vary. So I have Slyko the Sane, just a guy with chain cleavers, and that's what most of the corpse grinder cults can be armed with if they're a skinner. Can't take any ranged weapons. Only the initiates can take ranged weapons. This guy's got 2 boning swords. It comes in the Forge World upgrade kit. I thought it'd be pretty cool to arm someone with that, as it's Rule of Cool. Rule of Cool. This guy's got the Corpse Grinder Cult icon as well, which gives D3 movement to Corpse Grinder Cult within 6 inches. So it's quite handy to have someone with that on your turn. Well, on your ready icon. So next, I do just really love converting them and changing them around. So for example, on the initiates, I have done, because the Juves, well, these are initiates / Juves, these are the only ones that can actually take weapons, as in ranged weapons. So what I did is I took I'm trying to get the light a bit better. Took an initiate. He's called Zalan the Unlucky, and he's got a harpoon launcher. This harpoon launcher nearly always hits, which is obviously contradictory to his name. I got the harpoon launcher from the Forge World upgrade box. It doesn't come with this wire, obviously, and that's a brass rod that's attached onto there, so it looks like he's just fired it out. And he's sort of reeling it back in, but he does pretty well. I think he died in one of the last battles he was in, but that was quite unlucky, obviously. Another one is a heavy flamer. I've never actually took the heavy flamer on an initiate, as it is so expensive. I think the heavy flamer, let me just double check on. So an initiate is 25 points, and the heavy flamer is 195 points. So I don't think I'd ever really take him unless we're doing a lot of Zone Mortalis games, which would just be a bit cheesy of me, because I have took flamers on my bikes and my tank as well. So just closer views of the other ones. Tarok. This one's called Taraz, a Friendly Face. He doesn't look very friendly. I always assume he's like this guy's brother, which is Lennox the Unscarred. So them 2 are brothers. He would be more of a friendly face. So that's them Jews. Next we have some guys on a bike. These were printed bikes by Barefoot Miniatures. And then they just, obviously, Genestealer Cult bodies on the top and Corpse Grinder Cult heads with the Corpse Grinder Cult flamers, and just made them a little bit more corpse grindery. I'm going to paint them, well, this one the same as this one. It just looks really cool, to be honest. It's got a little baggie with a knife on it, but I can just imagine him like on a rolling road, flying round, flaming anyone, bit Mad Maxy, coming into anything close and taking up some cooked flesh for the tank. So the tank, I'll just zoom out a little bit. So the tank is the meat grinder, which I converted from a rhino, and then I had a spare dozer blade in my bits box. Found these sort of girders in my bits box as well. These parts are from I think it's the Master of Signals, the one with the satellite dish on, that type of rhino. Then inside, a dead Escher with a meat cleaver, This part is from a World War II tank. I can't exactly remember what World War II tank it was, but I thought, I've got no back hatch for it. I'll stick it in there, see what it looks like. It looked like a bit of conveyor belt where they would stick the rotting meat or whatever meat they pick up from the ash waste, and then they just keep it cool in the fridge in this meat grinder. Packs it down, little initiate on the top with his little telescope, trying to find any unsuspecting nomads, probably. With his big heavy flamer. The heavy flamer did amazing in the rolling road I played on Barefoot Miniatures. It took out a tank, it set the tank on fire, then it set all the crew on fire, and the tank flipped over twice, from what I remember. So these bits here, these bits of cloth, rags, are actually baby wipes, just super glued down, and it makes them go rock hard, basically. Parts of Colchizian ruins, which is just, I thought it looked cool. Parts of Green Stuff World's graffiti, same here, kill a mutant. But yeah, I had a lot of fun making this tank, and obviously it's on tracks, so it only moves 4 inches on the tracks on the rolling road at full speed, which was quite funny. But I really enjoyed using it. It was one of them things that I'm glad I did. I'm really glad that I built that. Just for the fact that I'll have that in my collection forever. I just like the fact of corpse grinders venturing out because there's not enough food in the actual Necromunda and going out into the ash waste. They did end up going into Hive Secundus, where obviously gene stealers are, so they might get some food from there, and hopefully do some more Hive Secundus games. So next I had the Corpse Harvesting Party, which is a Forge World models. These are fantastic. I've yet to use these guys. They just scream butchery and dark things that are going to happen to anyone who's in Necromunda, especially when they're dead. It's like this guy's carrying just a corpse he's found, taking it back to the shop to turn into corpse starch, maybe fed to some death corpse of Krieg. Can't remember what this lady's called. It's basically the overseer, so she's in charge of them. She was a little fiddly with the eagles on her head. See what she was doing there. And the little bone structures on her shoulder pads. Little knives. Yeah, really cool model. Lovely. I'm so glad I got these and got them for my birthday last year. Well, I'm excited to get them painted up. Little servo skulls with like vials of blood taken out of the corpses. Little dead arm. Another head there, I just realised that. You're always seeing little details. This is a gun servo skull. A little stubber on it. I think that's... And then this guy is like a scribe. He's always writing down. He's probably taking how many pieces of meat we're going back to the factory. But yeah, really cool. I love the bird head for him. So evil. And then lastly was the Eightfold Harvest Lord, Bounty Hunter. He absolutely destroyed a Aureus suit, or even 2 Aureus suits. They both went into combat with him, or one of them went into combat with him, and he just slaughtered them. He was such good. He had such a good time in Hive Secundus. But Bounty Hunter's only staying for, I think it was 2 games. so he wasn't around long, but he did help me out a lot against the Aureus Spires, because they just wreck anything they come up against. So yeah, on the Corpse Grinder side, I am looking to get some more guys done. Let's bring them round. It is quite a big gang at the moment. I would like maybe some more initiates to go into it, so there's a bit more shooting, but that's not really what you run it for. A lot of the time in the games, it's random on who actually goes into the actual gang war, what's happening, whatever game mode you're playing. It's not like 4 plus D3 random or D6 random. It is completely random on who goes in there, but there's so much variety of equipment that you can get. Hazard suits, traps. I'd like to use some traps one day, but I'm going to try and get these corpse harvesting party done so I can get them up in the game. And I'd also like to play some more Ash Wastes, which was quite fun to do. But yeah, the Corpse Grinder cult do just appeal to me every time. I do want to get into like House Delac. I have got their models, and I've got their guys, the big octopus guy, and I want to get that big new worm, I can't remember what it's called, from the Forge World kit. It's like one of their pets. It's a lovely model. But I just like all Necromunda models at the moment. Every model that I've been buying since last year is literally just Necromunda. So, oh, and Alpha Legion for 30k. I will show off my 30k Alpha Legion in another video. I'm just trying to get loads rebased and up to scratch, because they have been sat from first edition in a box. Some have been broken, some I've had to repair, some are a bit too small, on smaller base sizes. So yeah, I am definitely wanting to get my Alpha Legion back up and running, because I was a very heavily World Eater player and Night Lords player, and now they're gone. But I'm definitely wanting to get into Alpha Legion for 3rd edition, because I've missed 2nd edition completely. But yeah, I will get back to you on a video for another gang. Hopefully it'll be House Delac or House Escher, because I've got them, or any other house, Ashwaste Nomads, whatever. I've got most of them. The only ones I haven't got is Goliath, I think, at the moment, and Cawdor, which I am definitely wanting to get into them, because Steph's wanting to get into Cawdor, and I just like the robot chickens that they've got, and the little bomb rats. I know the little bomb rats are really expensive for the game, but they're just such a cool model. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you want to know anything about my gang, or if you want to know anything about Corpse Grinder Cult, fire away on your questions. I'll be fine, I'll be answering them as much as I can give you an answer. And yeah, please like, subscribe, and thank you ever so much for watching. Bye bye.